We make 4 different darts for our 625 Magnum. The first I want to talk about is our mini broadhead dart. This dart is about 3 times heavier than a .40 caliber dart. It has a long steel shaft that has a good protective coating on it, or plating, to keep it from rusting. And what's unique about it is the tip has been forged into a mini broadhead or spearhead configuration. This increases the wound channel when you strike animal flesh with it, so it cuts a wider swath through the flesh for better terminal results. This can be further improved by sharpening. You can sharpen it on a belt grinder. You can sharpen it with a small file or a small stone and get it pretty darn sharp. The long suit of the mini broadhead dart is for hunting and target shooting. It shoots relatively flat. It's quite accurate. It's pretty easy to retrieve from the target, especially if you use our foam target that we make. And it's a lot of fun to shoot it. It's very durable. You can expect to shoot a dart like this easily 100 times, and probably a lot more than that if you're careful when you retrieve it. So that's the mini broadhead dart. The next dart we make is the full-on broadhead dart. This has an integral plastic shaft and cone, and what's unique about it is it has its own broadhead that's injection molded into this shaft right here. So it's very firmly secured in the shaft, and this broadhead can be fully sharpened. You can again sharpen it with a belt grinder or a file or a stone and get a real sharp edge on it and a wickedly sharp point. So this is a hunting dart. It cuts a wider wound channel than any other dart on the market, and it gives good penetration. My friend Ashley Emerson in Texas uses these to hunt bullfrogs with, and he says one good shot on a bullfrog, he goes under, pops up, he retrieves the bullfrog and the dart both. So this is one of his favorite hunting darts. It's not that great for target shooting. It tears up your targets and it's harder to retrieve, so its long suit is definitely hunting. Now we're to the bamboo dart. The bamboo dart has a long sliver of bamboo for the shaft with a pretty darn sharp point and an air cone out of plastic on the other end. I liken this to the 300 Win Mag of the rifle world. This dart shoots really flat for a long ways, and it hits hard. It has good penetration. It's a lot of fun as a target dart. It doesn't tear up your targets. It lasts for a whole lot of shots. With a little bit of care, you can easily get more than 100 shots per dart. And it's also pretty effective at hunting. I particularly like it for bird hunting because it transfixes the bird and it keeps him from flying away easily. So it's good for hunting and for target shooting. The last dart we make is our stun dart. It has a hard plastic ball that's been injection molded integrally with the cone and the shaft, so it's all one piece. This dart is a lot of fun. You're going to have a terrific time shooting this dart. It's great for knocking things over, smashing things. You can use it as a target dart. It hits with surprising force, and you can modify it too at home. You can drill a hole in this end and insert a little flat screw and really add to its impact power. So this is a really fun dart. It's not really so much for hunting. You can use it for really small targets, but it's just a lot of fun to use. You can also use it to rout pests. If you've got an unwanted pest in your yard and you give him a good thump with this, he'll think twice before he comes back. When I'm teaching someone to throw a knife, a tomahawk, or a spear, or even shoot a handgun, I start at very close distances to the target. I suggest you do the same thing with the blowgun. Starting 10 feet away from the target with your blowgun is a really good idea. You'll start building your confidence and your accuracy very quickly, and then as you get skill, move back to the 20-foot mark and the 30-foot mark, and then finally to the 40 and maybe even a 50-foot mark if you really get good. I want to demonstrate now shooting at 40 feet at that target. Let's start with our bamboo dart. As you practice, you'll develop the skill to deliver groups like that. This bamboo dart is very forgiving, a real flat shooter, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy shooting it. One of the things you can play with when you're shooting your blowgun at extended ranges is increasing the length of the barrel of your blowgun. We make a 2-foot extension that you can slide on, and that will increase your velocity and your sight radius. So the dart won't drop quite as fast, and it'll be easier to aim. I'm going to try that right now, and I'll be shooting our mini broadhead dart. You see, it's very easy to slide that on. Remember, this dart's a good target dart, and it's really a good hunting dart as well. As you continue to practice, you'll see your group start to come together. Once in a while, you'll have a couple flyers, but over time, you'll get a good cluster close to the target, just where you're aiming. Our 625 Magnum blowgun can be a viable hunting tool. It has surprising accuracy and range, and it can be quite lethal if you hit a vital spot. That's the main thing that you have to remember with a blowgun, is if you're not using poison on your darts, you have to make sure that you hit a vital spot to get a clean, humane kill. You can take mice with the blowgun, rats, lizards, snakes, frogs, squirrels, small birds like blackbirds or sparrows in a survival situation, dove, quail, francolin. Some of our customers are in Africa, and francolin are quite common there, and they can be easily killed with a blowgun. You can take pigeon, grouse, pheasant, guinea fowl, rabbits, possums. Just about anything up to the 5-pound mark, maybe 6-pound mark, can be taken with a blowgun if you get a good heart-lung shot. That's why you need to practice your accuracy. And I also want to talk briefly about hunting with a blowgun, the different methods that you can use. One is what I call the spot and stalk. You're in a good game-rich area. You're looking for your quarry. When you see it, you have to stalk up close enough to get in range. For most of us, that means 30 to 40 feet. Try to get a rest if you can with your blowgun, and then aim. Take a vital spot as your target, and put your dart right there, and you'll have a lot of success. But even better than that, I like to ambush. And there's 2 ways to set up your ambush, basically. One is at a water hole, and another is at a good feeding spot. And what I like to do is I like to crawl back into a big, thick bush and stick my blowgun through the branches so that the bore is unobstructed. It's got an unobstructed view of where I think the target's going to be. And I sit in there in that big bush, or you can make a blind or a hide if one's not available. You sit in there and you wait for the animal to come, and you take them when they're not watching at pretty close range. And I've had good success with that also. So those are the 2 major ways to hunt with a blowgun. It's really vital, I want to reiterate, that you practice with your blowgun a lot so that you have a high level of accuracy before you start hunting, so you can make clean, humane kills. One of the best ways to show the penetration of our darts is to shoot them into stacked cardboard. This will give you a good idea on how well these darts will perform on a tough but relatively soft target. So we're going to start off with this mini broadhead.